I'd run Stunfisk again. There are a few that I would run again. Like, what else have I run before? Hold on. I'd love to run Kanga again. Oh, yeah. Definitely skipping that. Yes! Let me do it. Make it level 1. Make it level 1, please. Please. Then a love ball. Or whatever ball that is. Please. I'm going into the Wonder Trade menu because I guarantee it's not in the level cap. Oh my god, it's level 1. Oh my god, it's broken. This is broken. I can't do this, guys. I can't do this. This is cheating. This isn't fair. This is fair for no one. Oh, yeah. Weird. Weird. I got a runnable poke. I don't really care what the stats are. I'm Jolly, which is... This is just broke. It's not international, though, so I feel like I should just trade this away. Not even worth. It's scrappy, yeah. I'm going to run this. Don't worry. Oh, wait, Georgian, this is you? Oh, thank you. I didn't even notice that was somebody in chat. Thank you very much. All right. I think I've got my general strategy. My general strategy is going to be crunch when I get it for Kate and Liza. Eat strength over double edge when I get strength, just to remove the having to heal stuff. Soft sand versus silk scarf. That's a valid question. Probably soft sand. It's 3, 2, 1. There's a -0. Go. And we're off. I'm gonna grab this. I don't probably need it. I like grabbing it, especially. I'll probably use it in Brawly's gym. Let's Go Broken Kanga, the sequel to Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. This is gonna be good. I don't think the crit was necessary. It may have been. Hey Momo, thanks for the good luck. You get a free heal here, so I figured it was... That's the other thing, is knowing where free heals are is nice. Because it means I can use... means I can use the double edge without having to worry. Well, the recoil is faster than the extra turn. The problem is healing the recoil isn't. So if I'm like doing it a lot, I have to heal at some point. There's only a few. There's not as many as you might think. The problem is there's a lot that are concentrated at the same spot. So like there's one there's one in the forest that I just saw. Then there's one after Rival 2, one after Watson, one after the fight after Watson, and then you don't have a free heal until way later in the game. But like they concentrate a bunch of them right up front, and like you said, it makes routing Torrent like impossible, because that's the only section where like something like Torrent would actually help. And yeah, the Gen 8's ridiculous. Gen 8, there's free heals for every single gym. And then I'm going to fight her. It's free experience. I was expecting it to do more. I wonder if it'd be smarter for me to actually go fight. I might go fight the guy right here. I shouldn't hit level 11 on Nose Pass if I do this. Yeah. I'll hit at most 10 for Nose Pass, and actually hitting 10 for Nose Pass would be good. Okay, so potion. I can grab Orin on the way back if I need. And save. This would have been faster to use the Mudkip for this section, but I don't have an excuse to use Mudkip for this if I have this Kangaskhan. What's up, Bro Sauce? Monday's treating me all right. How about yourself? All right, I'm actually going to purposely knock her into heal range. So that way she doesn't heal the Nose Pass. All right, yeah, level 9. Kind of wish I hit 10 before, but not the end of the world. All right, Harden is unfortunate, but a single crit would just take care of this. How much did that do? It's 6. Okay. Good. All right, that overall wasn't too bad. Kangaskhan's Megastone is in Pacific Log. It's a little bit out of the way, but I know exactly where it is. Where's Power Up Punch? Power Up Punch is in the store in Mauville for $10,000. I am unsure if I want to get it at the moment. I can't decide if I want to fight this hiker coming up. Like, again, it's good free experience. The problem is, I guess both of them would probably just be two-shot anyways. Not that big of a deal. I don't have any earthquakes left. Never mind. They're not two shots. This Geodude here has Sturdy, so you'd have to two-shot it anyways. Good. I'm gonna take the center when I get to Dewford, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to take it when I get to Dewford, so I'll just double edge here. Should do more damage. I think Brick Break would kill it too. I just said I was going to double edge, and then I Brick Break. What's up, Del Jam? How's it going? Hitting 13 would be nice. Luckily, the first guy in the gym doesn't have... Like, Hideki could be a problem. I don't learn... I mean, not that it would help me for Hideki. I don't learn Bulk Up. I don't have to worry about that. I don't learn Hone Claws, so I don't have to worry about that. Hideki will be easy. You'd be surprised. Nice. I've never heard of that game. So a traded Pokemon gets 1.2 times experience, and internationally traded Pokemon gets 1.5 times experience. So you just get more experience if it's international. Hideki is gonna low sweep me to death. The nice thing is I'm definitely faster than him, but like... Alright, so one of the really nice things about this gym coming up is there are no... The Metatites don't have fighting moves. They only have Confusion as their one attacking move. So, like, while Confusion is still kind of scary, it's not that bad. Or it's 1.7 to 1.5, yeah. Either way, it's more experience. Oh, wait. Actually, hold on. It is still a thing in Gen 8, yeah. Whoops. Now, the question is... Oh, you know what I should do? I'm cheating so hard. Okay. No, the encounter rate in this game is not all that low. In my opinion. Oh, I need to take the center. I keep forgetting to. I probably don't need to, because I'm actually not going to plan on using Earthquake all that much in this gym. Although Earthquake is probably my second best move. It definitely is my second best move, so maybe I should. All right. So the plan is I'm going to Earthquake this first fight. I'm going to double edge on Hideki. Hideki has 44 HP. So I should take at most 15 damage from... recoil. Thanks. And I'm going to equip... I should have... No, I want the Silk Scarf equipped. I don't want the Oranberry equipped. Ooh, what do I do? All right, we're going to save and see how this goes. We might just get bodied by this. Hopefully it's a two-shot. All right, it's definitely a two-shot. Dude, what a loser. What a loser. All right, so we got really lucky there, and he didn't use low sweeps. We're just gonna... Okay, good. I was actually worried that wasn't gonna one-shot. All right, so the plan here for Brawly. Good question, Chicken Go Moo. I do not know. Yeah, I'm running Omega Ruby. Mostly because I'm just more familiar with it, but also in Alpha Sapphire you face Team Aqua instead of Team Magma. Team Aqua has pokes that are like Sharpedo and Carvana. And Sharpedo in the late game is very scary. Whereas Camerupt is usually something you can just deal with, which is the analogous Pokemon. The wrong word. Pokemon in Omega Ruby. Usually something you can just deal with. Alright, so Makuhita has 49 HP, which means my plan is to use Earthquake. It was not to use Earthquake and then crit it. It was to use Earthquake and then use Double Edge from there, but it worked. Got lucky. Yeah, Carvana and Grimer versus Numel and Coughing is exactly it. Like, Kangaskhan could deal with, yeah, so it's... Coughing is only bad if your only way of hitting it is with a move like Earthquake, because obviously Earthquake doesn't hit it. However, in general, Coughings are less scary than... Coughings are less scary than Sharpedos. Like, I'll have to come up with a good plan to hit the Coughings and Wheezings. I will probably Double Edge or Strength whatever I have at that point in the run. Yeah. I could get Return. So the nice thing about going to Pacific Log, actually, now that I think about it, is I can get Return at the same time that I get the Megastone. And Return would be 102 power. Maybe I do that. Do I want Return in the end game, or do I want Strength? Probably Return. Yo, Linja, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the emotes and the sub badge. Is it worth it over Strength early? That's the question. I also don't know if I want to get Power Up Punch or not. Like, is Power Up Punch actually going to save me any time over just using X items? Because, like, the $10,000 I save by not getting Power Up Punch, I could just buy shitload of X items. I think having Brick Break and using X attacks is just better than Power Up Punch. Maybe if I need to break sturdy. There's only a couple of sturdies in the run. And we've already passed most of them. Yeah, if I go mega, which I probably will, like, it's a time investment, but I feel like it's worth it. Well, yeah, so the way Mega Evolve animation works is it's actually kind of interesting. The first time you see a Mega Evolution animation, it takes longer than every time after that. But if you save and reset, it like resets that, so you see it again. It's really strange. I was not quite expecting that to kill. Glad it did. I'm gonna be PC healing after this, so
Your runs with K's on YouTube keep me entertained during quarantine, so thank you.
Thank you very much for the $10, Linja. I really appreciate that. That's super generous of you. I have a bad habit of, so when I'm streaming, I usually don't have the Streamlabs like activity thing open. Because I don't get a ton of, but I always have like chat open, and I always get notifications. You can like look at chat and see them. Like somebody subs, I can see it in chat. Somebody cheers, I can see it in chat. Donations, which I don't get a lot of, but I get occasionally, always throw me off because I like look at chat and I'm like, wait, what happened? Nothing makes sense. And I looked over there and saw it. But yes, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying the runs with keys on YouTube. I still have a few left to upload. I'm trying not to upload them all at once. But I've also not uploaded them in a while, so I'll probably try to get some in there this week.
Have a spelling came with my new P-plane Lee marks for my review. Mistakes I cannot see. I ran this poem through it, you're sure real glad to, very polished in its way. My checker told me so.
Excuse me? That's a lot. 221. So the reason it skipped it, Sheep, is the word had a period. Like, it was all one word. And it only reads words up to the period. It's kind of strange. I've seen it do it before. So, like, the spelling checker it, like, it didn't know what that meant. Have a spelling checker. It came with a new PC. It plainly marks for my review. Mistakes I cannot see. I ran this poem through it. You sure real glad to know. It's very polished in its weight, in its way. My checker told me so. Yes, X items are still +1. I don't remember if I answered that. Oh, there's a speaker there. All of a sudden it got quiet. I was like, what? Steal the Altaria? Dude, I would love to run up. If I remember right, Altaria evolves at like 30 or 40. It evolves pretty late. I would never probably want to run it. Because Swablu sucks. But Altaria is cool. Actually, I should... equip this. I think for this section, the soft sand is better. Dude, I would love to have Swablu be my flyer. That's one of the problems with this run is you gotta, or if you don't get a flyer on one of your later 2 wonder trades, you have to like either make the trek back to Slateport from Mount Pyre, or you have to like find a way to die. So like I entered the Slateport center on purpose. I won't be... Oh, crap. I need to turn off experience share. I forgot to do that. But yeah, you can either Death Warp or you can bike back. I've set myself up to Death Warp. Whether or not I actually do it, I don't know. But yeah. All right. Super Repel. Save the game. I don't expect this to be too bad. Like, being a normal type, although you don't really have any stab, like, advantages over anybody, it's, I don't really have any weaknesses other than fighting, and I know nobody on this fight has fighting moves. So, like, I can probably get rid of this first, because he can burn me, and burning is bad. And then set up on whatever comes out next, Whalmer. Probably X attack, X speed. Like, this is honestly probably enough. 54 health. At... Actually, a lot. Earthquake this. And I should be able to double edge to the Grovyle. Easy. What is double hit? Is it a fighting move? It's a normal move, okay. If double hit was double kick instead, I potentially could have had a 3-turn Watson, which would have been... I have an ether, but I'm gonna grab a Lepa berry anyways, just in case. Okay. And then I'm not doing any like big shopping here, so I can just register. Hello. Food. Turn to thunder. Hopefully we don't lose power. What's up, Bork Nugget? Yes. Thank you very much, by the way. Hi, I got dinner. All right. I should... I'm trying to think ahead, like far, to see if there's anywhere I would want strength over double. What would strength's effective power be? I'm gonna, I shouldn't actually need, soft sand for anything. Well, it'd be 80 plus, it'd be 120 plus a potential 20%. For 144 for Silk Scarf. Sorry, these nuggets are really hot. And return is 153 stab before Scarf. So it basically becomes like 180-ish. Like 180-ish. And then double edge is 180 without the scarf and becomes gross with the scarf. Yeah, I'll have max friendship by that point in the run. Or if it's not max, it'll be very close. So I don't know for sure because I've never actually done it myself. But from what I can remember, people typically have friendship evolutions done by the time they come back to Mauville. So after Meteor Falls, after Meteor Falls, I would have enough experience. I would have enough friendship to evolve at that point. Obviously, it takes a little bit longer to get to max friendship, but like, it's in like a love ball. I don't know which one this is. It's a pink one though. Friend ball is the only thing I really have to break sturdy. My cherry berry does not matter. The heal ball? Okay. Oh my god. That's disgusting. That was a 3-minute gold. It's a dream ball. Okay. I've had Pokemon that were good at this point in the run. That's like surprising that I golded by that much. Yo, Templarion, thanks for the 10-month resub. I'm gonna leave the cherry berry attached. Because I'm gonna leave the cherry berry attached because I'm going to X attack, I think. Turn 1 of double fight. And I was supposed to repel as well. Forgot to do that. Grab Persums. I don't quite know where I'd want to use them yet. They're good to have. So this is the fight. I want to make sure I have the cherry berry equipped because I want to set up an X attack on... Like, I'm wasting a turn by setting it up on the Electrike, but... Yeah, the thing with the Wonder Trade ones... Sorry, I started like chewing something as I was trying to explain. One of the differences, yeah, so what Randall said, these aren't routed at all. So the cool thing about these as opposed to a trade alt main is we have to come up with everything on the fly. The other thing is you sort of get told what to do rather than choosing what to do, in a way. Like, I didn't choose for this Kangaskhan. It came to me. Somebody in chat was nice enough to have send it to me, but in general, like, I wasn't like, I want a Kangaskhan, and I got a Kangaskhan. That doesn't happen with... So, it's like one of the really cool things about the Wonder Trade races as opposed to the Trade Alt mains. I do think the Trade Alt mains, basically, the idea behind them spawned because I had a bunch of pokes in this game that I was like, I kind of want to do, but I have to rely on somebody else to get it for me. So it's like, why don't I just get it myself and just route it and everything? And I never actually got around to doing it in this game. But then the same idea came up with Sword and Shield. So we started doing it. And then Josh, the 4th gen gamer, has been going pretty hard on trade alts in this game, which I haven't had a chance to look at yet. Precisely. Like, I want to do something like a Chimchar in this game. Like, I think that would be so cool. I want to do Chimchar in Sword and Shield, to be quite honest. I think that would be super cool. The Mareep with Iron Tail? You know, something? Yeah, the Piplup run looks really cool. All right. Like, I am super excited. I haven't even looked at the list of... I mean, I looked at it once, but not really with much intention. I want to look at what Pokemon we're getting with the DLC. And, like, the list of Pokemon we're getting with the DLC isn't even complete, so... I want to look at the pokes that we're getting from DLC and see if there's going to be any, like, really good ones. The only one I can think of off the top of my head that I know we're getting is the Nidorans. Rowlet is something I've got in mind. I haven't really looked at it in depth, but... 524 in shield, nice. I know he was struggling the other day with the Nessa fight in particular. I'm glad he got that figured out. multiple. I'm on the tile. I thought I was on the tile. I guess I wasn't. So, fun fact, I might be spoiling what I might be doing next week, but I started playing through using a speedrun route, Pokemon Sapphire again. I ran Sapphire for about a week, back before Let's Go came out. I never really took it seriously, though, but I think I might give it a try. I wouldn't be going for like one thing is I wouldn't be going for an amazing time by any means. Don't hit yourself. Don't hit yourself. Fuck me. Wasting time. Like, I'm not going to be going for a great time by any means. It's just, you know, it's a game I wouldn't mind running. Or at least having in my arsenal, you know? So, the reason I mentioned it is this is as far as I got in my playthrough. Actually, no, I saved right before Norman. That's where I am. Alright, so how much did I do that Mighty Yenna? I did like... I basically... So I want to do an all gens relay at some point. Where I do... basically the first game in each gen. So it'll be like red, then gold, then sapphire, then diamond, etc. And before I do that, I've set myself goal times that I want to get a PB under before doing the run. And so I have my goal time in 3 of the game. And so I've done runs to some extent of 6 of the 8 games. I have my goal in 3 of the 8 games. So I still need to get my goal in gold, in diamond, in sapphire. I need to learn black, and I need to learn moon. I started, so funny enough, before I started looking at Sapphire, I was gonna do Moon. The reason why I stopped looking at Moon is I got to where you get Poplio, and I didn't save before the cutscene. Like, there's like a big cutscene before you can, or before you're forced to pick one of the starters. Oh, wow, that was great movement. I wasn't expecting it to be good. But yeah, I didn't save because I didn't realize that was where I had to save. And I accidentally got a Poplio that wasn't runnable. And I didn't feel like wasting another 15 minutes to get to that point again. So I stopped. That was literally the reason I stopped playing Moon. I was like, well, I don't feel like doing that all again. But in general, I have a pretty hard time picking up games and learning them on stream. So a lot of these like learning and derusting and stuff, I'll be doing off stream. Bum, 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 bum. But yeah, I was actually going to learn gold, and I got the LID manip down. Like, that was basically no problem. I just could not get Totodile manip. Bad. Really bad. I'm not too nervous about the PP, because I can just take the free heal. Oh, Mega Punch. I could teach Strength at this point, actually. I think I'm going to. No. The Nessa fight is basically a college math class. It's not that bad, but it's like, if you don't know what you're doing going into that, it's impossible. Once you get the hang of it, it's really not that bad. Do I wait for a boom, or do I just try to kill it? I just try to kill it. Don't poison me. That was a very nice Watson split, 4th AWOL. Very, very nice. I could probably get away with +2. I should definitely be able to get away with +2. Question is, can I get away with +1 on this next fight? Let's do a super. Prism, give save. I think if I go, I should be faster than Golbat. I checked my speed when I was like at Watson and I had 51. I need to have 55 at this. I've gained a couple levels since then. There's no way I don't have 55 speed. Or higher. 56. Ooh, changing your chat name color is a very... Josh, I got this most broken Pokemon in the world. This is stupid. It's a Kangaskhan with Rock Slide, Earthquake, Brick Break, and Double Edge. Swagger me. Eat shit, dork. I just heard thunder. Power don't go out. Oh, and it's Scrappy. No, I'm just doing standard Wonder Trade. Oh, you're on Long Island. Nice. Shield is... There's only a couple of, like, really complicated fights. Nessa is a big one, though. Nessa's complicated. Both Nessa fights are complicated. Getting Drillbur in general is pretty complicated. It's not spelled out very well in the notes, but the Sudowoodo fight is impossible. Alright, I'm going to take the free heal. Why the hell not? The thing is, like, the Candy Floss route, I don't know if it has anything like it, but the Saba route has some bullshit stuff like the Nessa fight too. It's not as bad because you don't have to get as low in health, but it's still pretty rough. Don't get Swords Dance. Don't get Swords Dance. Yeah, T-Pat, we're getting a lot of thunder right now. Assuming it's the same. Because I'm not on Long Island or even like in New York, but I'm relatively close. I like thunderstorms as long as I keep my power. If I lose power, I don't like them. I'm not in Boston, but Boston's close enough. I didn't re-equip the soft sand. That might matter for Torkoal. Torkoal is actually going to be an issue, potentially. Oh, yeah. If there's a Providence radar, I'm kind of close to Providence. I don't know if they're the same radar, though. Like, if there's a separate one.
Hey Etta, GL Etta, hi Etta Lurk.
Hey, Dumbo, thanks for the 10-month resub. Appreciate it. A lot of people at 10 or 11 months right now because of GDQ. Dumbo's from before GDQ, but just in general. I can't believe that run was almost a year ago. That run feels so long ago. I feel like I've had Partner for a year. I've only had Partner for like 6 months. 7 months. All right, cool. Thanks, T-Pat. In general, my town is usually pretty good about it. My town has its own power company. It's not on national grids. Nice. That was actually really lucky. With the curse, I didn't think I was going to kill. If you don't kill, she hyper potion. All right, this is actually good information. So my earthquake right now, without soft sand, is roughly what Marshstomp's bulldoze is with soft sand. So I can sort of use that to my advantage. All right, see you later, sheep. Thanks for hanging out. See you on Wednesday. Could run out of repel. Ooh, I like that color, chicken. Hey, thanks for the host, L-Jam. Oh my god. Wait, chicken, you changed your color like 5 times. I was not expecting this. You looked like different people every time. Whoa. I got Sunny Day and then Curse, so I'm still at full health. Dude, I'm a girl! I just realized. I'm a girl Kangaskhan. You can't attract me, Mary. You suck. So you can do it one of 2 ways. You can either check your nature. Doing half is perfect. You can either check your nature. Right when you get Eevee, just open up your Pokemon menu and then go to check summary on Eevee. Or if you wait until the level up, you can check it then. I don't remember the numbers off the top of my head, but if you like go to a damage calc, or if you do like something that calculates stats, you should be able to figure it out. The one that I use is this. If you use this damage calculator and put the starter Eevee in, and then go to level 6, you should be able to see level 6 stats. For every nature, those stats are different. Like if you have minus attack versus neutral attack, you will be able to tell. And then basically check it at level 6. You get to level 6 on the Caterpie fight in Viridian Forest. I do suggest just checking it at level 5 when you first get your Pokemon. You'll be able to get through runs a lot faster that way. But yeah. What's my speed? 75? I should outspeed. Without any XP. Oh, yeah. All right, cool. So, let me do some math. So, oh, thank you, chicken. Appreciate it. So I'm doing half. Let me potion. Also going to equip the soft sand. Save. I did half to those when normally I do a third. When I go to +4, which is 3 times with Marstomp, 3 times damage, does half. That means 2 times damage would do half. So if I go to +2 attack, I should be able to 2-shot both the Slaking. In theory. Let's X defend. Dude, there's so much thunder. Yeah. All right, cool. Easy fight. Oh, nice. Hope the run was at least entertaining for you. Dude, not even gold on normal. Got brick. I wonder what poke I golded Norman with. Hell, I beat this Norman split with Nidoking. It's a hell of a fight, though. Oh, no. Definitely not a normal one. This is a Wonder Trade. Run. And the poke I have is a little bit broken. That's okay. All right, I think what I'm going to do... Can I buy... I need to check, not the Slateport mark, the Pokemon. I can buy them. I think the Sword and Shield game says something about your father, if I'm not mistaken. So, like, at the very beginning of the game, when you pick up your bag and your, like, hat and stuff from your room, when you play as the girl, it says you're grabbing mom's bag. I'm pretty sure if you play as the boy, it says it's your dad's bag. Let's go ahead and Hyper Potion. I'm going to teach Surf. So you at least know that you have a dad. Which is more than usual. Well, yeah, I mean, the game acknowledges that you have a dad. Oh, we're getting ready for our first Wonder Trade, guys. Excited. Well, our second. I guess, technically. We save a lot of time if we get somebody who can... Dude, it's so loud. The thunder is so scary. I'm gonna not. I want him to take out the coughing. Dude, I would absolutely buy a Team Magma hoodie. Are you kidding? Oh, wait. They look so cool. They look comfy as hell, too. The Kanga's moveset was Rock Tomb, Brick Break, Earthquake, and Double Edge. It was pretty busted. I'm going to teach over Double Edge at some point. I honestly should do it now, but like... I don't know. Yeah, the problem is the recoil. It's just so much recoil. So I think I'm gonna get the Kangaskhan Megastone just because it's a meme. It'll be amazing. So I'm gonna grab that at some point. While I'm there, I may as well grab Return. Yeah, while I'm there, I may as well grab Return. Okay. Item take. Wonder Tree. Yeah, imagine the recoil damage on a Bliss. Luckily, I don't face any Bliss. I do face a lot of things with a lot of... in the late game. So Return is, like, obviously less powerful, but it's almost as good. So, dude, somebody is getting a Latios. They should send me a Tailo in return. That's all I ask. Or a Fletchling, maybe a Pidgey. Like, I'm giving my legendary. There's only one of these in my game, and I'm giving it away. The least you could do is send me something. Neil from Spain. The least you can do is send me something that can... Neil, you have disappointed me. It is shiny. It is shiny. So it's kind of a fair trade. That's actually kind of... His name is Ass Cheeks. Okay, Neil. You win this time. He sent me a shiny Funnelby named Ass Cheeks. You get the Eon Flute after catching or defeating Kyogre or Groudon. As Gyro Ball. Dude, Double Edge isn't even powerful enough to KO the car. If I had the Silk Scarf on, maybe. But I think the Soft Sand is more beneficial for me right now. Actually, what would probably be most beneficial right now is Persim Berries. Just leave the Persim Berries attached. And as soon as I get confused, I just equip. I'm gonna get confused by every fucking might. But you do get a free heal no matter what. After the after the thing. Is there a black belt item somewhere? I think I think I actually know where the black belt is, and it's not worth getting. I think it's a thing for the not Trick House, but there's like the I don't know what they're called. They have a name. It's the fucking the V people. All their names start with V. Or is that the expert? You get something from that. Oh, that lives. It only does half. Good to know. Oh, no, you don't get it from there. You get it from Wild, Makuhita, Sock, or Throw. What the hell are the people's names? It's on Route 110. Pretty sure. Oh my god. Or no, it's on 111, I think they are. Whatever. Shut the fuck up. It's on 111. I thought so. Dude, I have no idea where the thing I'm thinking. I know it exists. I know it's a thing. There's a trainer in, it's like Vito, Ace Trainer Vito in Victory Road is part of their family. Miltank? The Windstreet family, that's their name. Fuck. Alright, we get no flyer. What's up, Stealth? You would have seen me in Keys' VODs, yep. Whoa, no. Cancel. I'm doing all right though. How are you doing? Awful move. Yeah, there'll be more Yeet Yachts in the future. We had a couple of kind of dumb ideas. I don't know if he's harassing Wartab. I know Wartab's streaming. Is he on the stream? Or is he doing it on Twitter? All right, see you later, Momo. Thanks for hanging out. I think I'm gonna go Earthquake. That would have been a great idea. All right. Sorry. Yeah, that happens a lot to me, Self. Hey, T-Pat, thanks for the host. That spinner's always like awkward to... I'm gonna quickly heal. I bought so many healing items, I'm not gonna... I almost wonder if it's not worth getting the Kangaskhan stone. I've got some time to think about it because I can't get it until after I do the Kyogre or the Groudon stuff. But I've got some time to think. Look up Kang. So its speed goes up a little bit. My speed hasn't been an issue, and it's not gonna like the entire run. I'd like to one-shot the Skarmory if I can. I don't think I'll be able to. Without setting up to an absurd amount. Go to +3. Hope for the... My favorite gen is... probably this one. But I have grown partial to Gen 8. I think the Gen 8 game isn't the best game, but I really like the generation. Like the Pokemon, the mechanics, all that kind of stuff. At half, and I... It was a Yeet Yacht battleships that we did, where the ships just spelled out Rule 1. Because Keys and I both have an issue with... So Rule 1 in his chat is no backseat gaming. And Keys and I both have an issue with backseat gaming, those races in particular. So it was sort of like a meme on our end. All right, I think because I have Double Edge, so here's what my plan is going to be, I'm pretty sure. I think I'm going to skip out on the Mega Stone, skip out on getting Return. I'll teach Strength. When I flop, or I'll teach Strength basically on my first menu after after the Death Warp. I want to keep Double Edge until after the Death Warp because I can use Double Edge to weaken. Like, so because Camerupt has... Oh, wait, I can't Death Warp. I mean, I can, but it'd be super slow. All right. I'll just do the normal, like, back to Slateport. I had myself perfectly set up for it, and I just forgot to... If you want to do the Death Warp, you want to deposit everybody in the PC. You want to deposit everybody in the PC in the Weather Institute. But I completely forgot to do that. So I'll just do this normal. Not a big deal. I'm just sad because I actually had myself set up. Brick Break would have been... Rock Slide's not that much more powerful than Brick. And it's neutral. Aim effectiveness. Dude, looking at the stat changes, Kangaskhan got such a good overall stat boost. Like, all the megas are, what do I get rid of? I'm getting... Is that okay? That's fine for now. Yeah, that's fine. Yes, they're dabbing. In Alpha Sapphire, they don't dab. Yeah, I think getting rid of Double Edge was the play. I want Rock Slide for... There's a few flyers later on. I was going to be getting rid of it soon anyways. Crunch is just really nice for Tate and Liza. Oh, thanks for checking the posture, Anthem. Appreciate it. I'm doing all right today. I actually have myself set up perfectly. I've got revives, so I'm just going to go into this fight. I'm not going to one-shot the... That actually ended up working out better because I wouldn't have known what to... I already didn't know what to teach Crunch over, and if I wanted to keep Double Edge, I really would have been unsure what to do. After Tate and Liza, I'll teach Strength over Crunch. I shouldn't need Strength until then. All I'm fighting are Hammerupt, Mighty Yenna, Numel, a bunch of Puchianas, a Golbat, and then that's it. I was set up perfectly for it, dude. I couldn't have been set up better. So mad. I mean, I could still do it. It'll be a bit slow, but it'll be possible. I should have killed everybody on that last fight. I could run back and fight the trainer. And fight a trainer. Do it there. And grab the rare candy. Can I get you to kill me without me killing you first? This will be slow, but it's still going to be faster. If I switch in Kangaskhan, do I take Poison Ticks? I do. Nice. Now the problem is Miltank. Oh wait, can he damage me? Can, okay. The problem is the mill tank is going to actually be kind of difficult for this thing to kill. I don't have any good moves to spam. I'm going to kill this thing. Use Flame Burst. Use your move. Will-O-Wisp me. Do something of worth. I'll kill this and I can just do it. Is this thing going to be able to damage me at all? It actually probably can't. I'm going to run. It actually probably can't damage me. Unless it had Curse. So even though this is slow, this is still faster than going back normally. It would have had Curse. And Feint Attack, so it actually could have. Alright, cool. Smoke Drink does a lot of recoil damage, thank you. So that would have been a whole lot faster if I had deposited things like I was supposed to. Get on the bike. Got guard specs. I'll buy a second one just in case. I might have to do shopping in the Elite Four. For some reason, I forgot that I was getting, forgot that I was getting healing items as well, so I was, like, being willy-nilly about my stuff. What's up, Noah? Run's going pretty well, actually. We just had, like, basically the only spot of bad luck, which was I didn't get a flyer from my Wonder Trade. So I had to Death Warp back to Slateport. But I did it kind of slow. I forgot to deposit some stuff back in Weather Institute. Would have been really fast if I had remembered. Yes, I have actually submitted. Last I knew, they weren't GDQ. They have to like manually go in and say runs are visible or not. So I have one run visible. So I submitted blue catch 'em all, shield race, sword versus shield race with Ecchi. Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee catch 'em all co-op with Kerbis. And then this game, both any% and Elite Four round 2. That is what I have submitted. NSMB2, I'm basically not going back to. That's not like a definite never going back to, but like I don't really, I'm not very good at the game. And it's not something I strive to be good at. Hopefully I get in. Hopefully I get in. Pokemon's an interesting game series to be part of. I don't know, Scion. I wouldn't be surprised if it has to get held online or something. Hey, Shiro, thanks for the host. Yeah, I mean, like I said, we're gonna have to wait and see. It really just depends on how things go. Hey, what's up, 1998? No, Scion. They're starting to talk about it, but nothing has actually started opening up. Everything is still on lockdown until May 18th at the earliest. And I think they're talking about phasing things in. So it'll be things like outdoor dining can open, but indoor dining can't. Hotels will be able to like lodge people, but things like the gym equipment can't be used. You know, shit like that. I was not expecting that to kill. I basically have no hesitation with anything else dying now. Good. Hey, what's up, Sidosh? How's it going? I'm actually surprised that didn't die. But the fact that Wailord died just outright from Earthquake, I don't know. Whoa. Yeah, it's definitely going all right. Just notice how bad you are at clearing text boxes and balls. I was decent at doing YOLO balls when I ran Gen 1 like 2 years ago. But every time I go back to catch them all, I mess up the Pidgey manip spot. Oh yeah, the starter manips I don't pretend to be good at. Nitto YOLO ball I feel like I was okay at though. I think I'm gonna do old school rules and make it so I have to defeat the Groudon. How long am I streaming for today? Just till this run is done. I won't be streaming anything after this run. Oh, wait. Always forget there's an extra Xbox there. Not even GeoGuessr. No, I'll probably go back to playing Sapphire. Or actually, I should play Animal Crossing. I've been bad at keeping up with my island over the last week. I did it both weekend days, so I feel like I should continue. I have an island. I started playing 3 weekends ago, I think. I played for a week straight, and then I did really bad for a week. So yeah. I didn't say anything? I swear I said something. I guess not. My bad. I swear I said something, Zion. In Discord. Not on stream. I think I said something in Discord. I might be wrong. Yeah, Jess got me a copy of the game. So I have an island. Have I? Okay. I don't know. I hope it does. Because, by golly, I would love to run Mudkip in Sword and Shield. I'd love to do a trade alt where I do Mudkip. I thought I was damaged more than that. That was a waste. Jess is great. Favorite Pokemon game of all time? This one. I also really liked Let's Go, but mostly from a speedrunning standpoint. But this game I just liked overall. I probably played Shield more casually than this, though. So I can get quick spun here, but I'm sorry, Scion. I have no intention of playing it on stream, for what it's worth. All right, I'm not sure if +1 crunch kills either of them. I have a feeling it doesn't. Yeah, it does not. I'm gonna send out the mill tank because it's more likely to take a hit. That didn't kill either? Now I'm just mad. Yo, Linja, thanks for gifting a sub to Merly. Appreciate it. Yes, I would like to learn Endure. Oh, sugar. No, it's fine. I don't have to worry about it. Whew. I almost severely messed up. But alas, I did not. Dude, now I'm trying to decide if I want to go get the Kangaskhan Megastone or not. The thing is, I already passed the move deleter. So if I do go get the Megastone, I'm not getting return. Because I have to teach Strength to Kangaskhan. I've already committed to teach Strength to Kangaskhan. Or I teach... No, I'd have to teach Strength. I get the Megastone? Ah! Can't buy me that easily. I don't have a lot of time to think about it. Because when I teach Dive, I would have to teach Strength too. The Megastone wouldn't be worthwhile. Okay, wait, hold on. So the Megastone is only worth it if it saves 2 turns in a battle. Can I save 2 turns across multiple battles? I don't know the answer to that. I think I'm not going to get it. That may be a mistake. I'm going to get it. I think that may be a mistake. I don't have to decide right now. I have to teach Strength to Kangaskhan no matter what. I don't have Power-Up Punch. No, don't teach it to him. I don't see where Rock Slide would help me. Or Strength does. Rock Slide would be 160 power. Strength would be 144 if I have the Oak Scarf equipped. Which I wouldn't because I'd have the Kang. Be 120. So Rock Slide could have been useful, but then I have to worry about... But I also bought X accuracies, so... I think teaching over Rock Slide was actually not the right... I spent that entire time since Mount Pyre not repelled. That's crazy. Both of those surfing trips I got no encounters on. Oh my god. That's not fair. I would just like to point out that that was not fair. Alright. Yeah. It's never going to save me an X speed. I'm faster than everything in the game. From this point on, I'm faster than everything. The highest speed anything has in this run is Drake's Salamence has 119 speed. And I think you'll find at this point in the run I have around 100, which should get me over 119 by the time I'm there. What's Kangaskhan's like level 7 moveset? Fake out Comet Punch. That's the moveset I had when I did it last time. Alright, so let's see what my speed is now. I have 111 speed, yeah. I'm absolutely gonna be outspeeding everything. You have? Yeah. That was a crit that did that much? I'm not going to use a full restore. I'm going to do hyper and... And the reason for that is I didn't buy that many full restores. I messed up and didn't have enough money for enough full restores. So I'd rather just do it now. I don't know what the actual fastest time for this is. I don't think anyone has sub 3. I know Keys had like a 306 or something stupid with Absol. The thing is, if I go out of the way to get the Mega Stone, that's like 5 minutes. to get the Mega Stone. I can save a turn guaranteed on Wally, and I can save a turn guaranteed on Steven. Probably 2 turns on Steven, guaranteed. Like, the question is that worth it? Hard spec. Back time. I'll do a 3rd one just in case. Weezing is bulky. I don't know, Scion. That's my problem. This motherfucker. Hey, Sly, thanks for the host. And then I'm not really worried about this Camerupt because it loses Solid Rock by Mega Evolving, so Earthquake should one-shot. It didn't want. Would Outrage have been useful? That's a meme. I do have all the Persms in the world, though. It's like a 5-minute detour. It's so long. There's no way in hell it's worth it. I can't save 5 minutes by getting it. I don't even get return out of the... I'm not going to get it. I can't get it. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. If I could get it before Groudon... Like, if I could have gotten it before this section, maybe. But I can't get it before Groudon. It would help for the actual Groudon fight. That's why I'm saying. You don't have to do that. That's alright. Thank you again for gifting a sub, Linja. I appreciate it. You really didn't have to. That is exactly where the emote is from. Scion gifting a sub. Now gifting 101 to the channel. Thank you very much, Scion. You also did not have to do that. Nice, Sly. All right, so one thing that is a little bit scary is I have to take care of Groudon. Okay? And Groudon, hopefully I two-shot the Groudon. I think there's a decent chance that I do. However, And the one nice thing is I'm faster than Groudon. And I have a max revive in the back. And Miltank is still alive, along with Ass Cheeks, the Bunnelby. So I can... I should be able to get an Earthquake off. Get an Earthquake off. And then... if it does half, I'm good, because I can always just switch out if I die. If it doesn't do half, I might be in trouble. Groudon's only weak to Earthquake because of Primal. It is pretty funny, though. I like Groudon way more than I like Kyogre. But I agree the design is a bit flawed. Like, the whole storyline's flawed, too. When you see the cutscene in Emerald, it's like, here's this Groudon chilling on this tiny island in the middle of the ocean. Who's gonna win? Get around the wall. Yeah, Sly, that's pretty crazy. Six months will be your 4-year follow age. 6 months will be less than 6 months. 4 months from now will be my 7-year stream anniversary. Which one is it, Scion? Is that the one I have? No, I don't have it yet, because it was 2017. I technically streamed on Justin TV over 11 years ago, but I wasn't at all regular. Oh, if it's the beast, if it's the one that's like blue with like the X, or like it has an X kind of thing with things poking out the bottom and top. That's the beast ball, yeah. Oh, did you really, Sly? How'd it go? Nice. Very cool. Yeah, Jess is doing pretty well today. She was lucky she got out to go for a run before we got hit with like some pretty big thunderstorms while I was streaming. It seems to have died down, but
Joining in the appreciation wave for etiquette and providing excellent content during this lockdown.
thank you very much for the 500 bits, Zidane. Appreciate it. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the content. Such. I haven't really known what to do lately. Like, I always have a dilemma when it comes to this kind of thing. Like, when I'm in the mode that I'm in now, which is basically... I'm not really in the mood to grind for PBs in games. Because I love doing stuff like this. That's like... There's no leaderboard attached to it. It's just purely a... Wait, I didn't hear the... Thanks for the host, Kirby. I appreciate it. I did not hear the notification or see it at all. My apologies. But yeah, like when I'm in this sort of mode where I'm not really grinding for PBs, I love doing stuff like this. Thanks for the host, Anthem. I love doing stuff like this where it's just sort of fun and relaxing. But typically people don't... Everybody says, yeah, do it, go for it, we'll watch, and then they don't watch. So I never know if people actually like it, but lately people have been enjoying stuff like this, it seems, because my viewership doesn't take that much of a dip when I'm not doing PB attempts, so... So I'll keep, you know, doing stuff like this. I know what you mean, Linja. I don't know when I'll do it, but like I want to do... I have the ability now to do randomizers on the 3DS. So I could do like an ORAS randomizer. I could do like a ORAS ROM hack at some point. I don't know necessarily if I'd want to do one of them, but I could potentially do it. I've never been big into ROM hacks, but if any game is going to intrigue me to do one, it'll be this one. Do a moon rando before learning the real route. I've not even played the game. I've gotten through like the fire trial. That was it. Precisely, Scion. So yeah, I'm more or less doing Sapphire relearning / potentially getting a 215. Because I have nothing else to do. Like, I don't feel like running red. I would do gold. Gold would actually be cool, but I can't figure out Totodile Manip. So I want to spend some more time on that. Sapphire. Diamond I'd like to do, but Diamond's going to be a time commitment. Learning Black, same deal. Which actually, if I'm not streaming it at all this week, maybe I can finish learning Black. Let's Go is up there. Let's Go Pikachu specifically. I don't know when exactly I'll do it. I'd like to. All right, please do at least half. I only have one of those. Well, it did half. Shit. Rest. Thank you. He'll be asleep for one more turn. If I can crit him here, that's cool. All right, that's fine. I should win. Go ass cheeks. I don't have any Pokeballs. No, why would you rest? Oh, wait. I'm so stupid. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Drop your defense. Ha ha. Oh, I'm dead. This should do half now. You fucko. We did it. Hallelujah. All right, yeah, sub 3 is dead. Sub 3 is dead. I don't have a good way to die to... rival either. Like, I don't have... He learns almost no status move. Kangaskhan. Wait, that's Gen 7. I wonder if this would be worth... That actually would be worth getting, I think. So most pokes can learn... Most pokes can learn Sleep Talk, and you can get Sleep Talk for free in Lily Cove. So that might be worth grabbing, specifically to teach right before Steven. And then you can die to... You could die to what's it called? Super quickly. You can die to the final rival fight quickly by having a move that you can spam. That might be worth it. Now I can fly. I don't remember if you get free healed after this. I don't think you do. I'm gonna quickly menu. Oh, I do. Actually, I wasn't damaged, so didn't actually get free healed. Like, I wonder if it'd be worth me going back and grabbing. Fuck. Probably not. Whoa. So what does the most damage? Would be strength. I can two-shot the Milotic, I'll be happy. Actually, I won't be happy. Wait, did I crit him the first time? I think I crit him the first time. This actually has me sad. Sub 3 was already out. After the Tate and Liza split, I couldn't. But now that sub 3 is off the table, guys. Now that sub 3 is off the table. Maybe we go a little detour. What do you guys think? Take a little bit of a detour? Why the hell not? Now I gotta remember how to get there without hitting any trainers. Let's go. I think you can just hug the top of the route. Yes, that's faster than leaving the normal way. All right, so I should be able to go. Is there a loading screen? Not a loading screen, but like a loading zone. There's one trainer, if I remember right. Hug the... That was stupidly risky, and then I hit this person. I knew that this trainer was here. I knew she was somewhere, and I just couldn't remember where. Whatever, it's fine. I'll take the extra experience. Solve the Reggie puzzles? All right, I'm not doing that. All right, this is actually like... I could wipe here. I need Azumarill to get hit by another hail before I feel safe. Now I feel safe. If Miltank was also dead, yeah, we would have just been fine. Also, this was not even close to a 5-minute detour. This is like 2 minutes tops if you don't hit anybody. That's actually really good to know for future things. Like, getting return could actually be worth it. I'm not getting it now. But yeah. Okay, so no. All right. Now, I don't know if I can fly to 127. If I do fly to 127, I don't know where it lands me. We're going to try anyways. I know I can fly to 126. You can't fly to 128. Where's... That's kind of dumb. I could have flown to 129? I gotta look at something later on. The game, for some reason, like, prevents you from flying to these routes until you beat the game. It's really weird. I looked at it a lot for, like, all Mega Stones, and, in Elite Four Round 2. Alright. We're not going to Mega Evolve on every fight. We're going to do it on some fights that we know are going to be kind of rough. Actually, now that I think about it, I could have flown to Mauville and got Power Up Punch. I think it's better that I don't have. Can we just not talk about what I just did? Exactly. What did I do? Alright, guys, do we think Frostloss goes down in one hit? No, let's Mega Evolve. The first time you Mega Evolve, it takes longer. Alright, it went down in one hit. I feel stupid. Hey, Etchy, thanks for the good luck. I could have used Brick Break, yeah. It was the same effectiveness as Crunch, so Crunch was more powerful. Hey, thanks. Thanks, Linja, for another gift sub. You are being super generous. All right, we're not going to put it on one person. Nah, I'm not even going to say that. I was gonna meme it up and be like, if I get X number of bits before I leave Victory Road, I'll go get Power Up Punch. I'm not gonna do that. I might go get it. I'm gonna grab it anyways. At this point. We're going to do it for science, guys, to see how much time it actually takes to fly to Mauville. Exactly, Chaos Lord. That Mega there is actually not Mimi. Both the Sock and the Throw actually used it, have Endure, so there's a potential that this, like, saves a turn. Like, if he endured this turn, which he did, I wouldn't kill him, but now I do. Wait, what? The endure counts for both? That's bullshit. I didn't realize. I thought it only did one. I thought it was like a double kick situation. Or like a sturdy situation. I guess I don't know how endure works. Endure lasts the whole turn. That's actual garbage. They should nerf that. Not gonna lie. They need to nerf Endure. It's too good. Probably should have, like, set up at all. I use next. Oh, thanks for the posture check, WV fan. Oh no, I'm poisoned. Well, end of the... This is the entire reason right here I wanted to get the Mega Stone. Eat shit, dork. God, you take so much damage from... Huh? There's another poke. There's actually 2 more pokes with Sturdy in the Elite Four. So I'll save time. I'll save turns on them. Dude, if it lasted the whole turn, I'd flip. Be horrible. All right, I need to make it. I don't know if I have to get into the Elite Four or if seeing the Elite Four doors is good enough. But I don't want to risk it, so I'm gonna go into the Elite Four, out, and I'll fly to Mauville. Exactly. Oh. Oh, I thought you were coming over. Like, I think this right here is good enough for me to get the fly point. I don't know for sure. I'd rather not risk it. What was your cursed idea? Ice Cube learns Endure, please. No. Well, that was, they nerfed Mimikyu's Disguise because you could run Disguise and Focus Sash and have a guaranteed like 3 turns of living or something stupid like that. Oh, wait. I messed up the... Right, exactly, Chaos Lord. Going a little bit out of our way. I think it's this house. Oh. Grabbing this should be a no-brainer, I think, in future Wonder Trade runs. This is going to be a stupid Elite Four. No, so we're not getting it for rest. We're getting it for sleep talk because you can select sleep talk when you're not sleeping, right? Yo, Vertisim, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. You enjoy the emotes and the sub. It just fails? Perfect. That's all we needed. We need a way to waste time on the final rival fight so he can kill you fast. You can use items. For some reason, I was thinking the stupid thing hadn't happened yet in this game, but it has at this point, which is you can use items that do nothing. Throwing balls doesn't work because I don't have any, but I can just continually use X attacks. This is going to be stupid. Get a poke with belly drum, or like, yeah. If I was able to keep double edge until this point. Or obviously boom, yeah. Oh, he sucker punched me. He didn't even swagger. Hug. Wee, this fight's fun. He fake outed it. That's not fair. Power up punch, go boost. All right, we're not gonna power up punch a torpedo. We're not savages. Rough skinned hurt. I do risk a spiky shield here, but I'd rather do power up punch than earthquake. I don't know if earthquake would kill. Probably does, but doesn't matter. Now the best part is, because I'm scrappy, I can spam power up punch on the next fight too. Not going to, but I could. Oh, you're right. I'm not scrappy as Mega. That's actually a really good thing you mentioned that, because I would have done it. All right, I am going to save. Phoebe can be a thing. And if I don't one-shot with Crunch, which I don't think I actually will. Don't forget to see Ghost Girl. I already missed her. Although, she's like there in the background. But yeah, the Dustclop isn't going to go down to a Mega Crunch. I'm almost positive. If it does, it'll be... And the problem is she has... The two moves she'll use are either Confuse Ray... Oh, wow, she did. Oh, I crit. Okay. Which actually, because of the crit, she actually would have gone down. One hit. That was my last used item, but whatever. It would have been a kill, yeah. So, that Dusclops is super bulky. Primal Groudon doesn't KO with Precipice Blades, which is why I didn't think it would KO. This would KO with Crunch. That Dusknoir is also bold. Or no, it's the Dusclops is bold, the Dusknoir is just bulky. I forget exactly what it is. If it held an Eviolite, it would actually like not be possible to speedrun this game. That's not entirely true. Well, yeah, there's type effectiveness, but a Precipice Blades from Primal Groudon is 180 power and 180 attack. 180 base attack. With Kangaskhan, which is 125 base attack. I should have saved. Not saving was like an actual big mistake. Yeah, spam. Oh, wait, what level am I? Wait. What level am I? This really matters. Yeah, Power Punch goes boost, Wailord goes sheer cold. I'm 55, I'm fine. Fuck you, Wailord, you piece of shit. You can't do anything. Level 54. Hail is very bad. Okay, we didn't get it. Hail is bad because the, what's it called? The Frostlasses have Snow Cloak. But I just go Burr. Did I say Wailord? I meant Walrein. Walrein has sheer cold. Do I Oko? I don't know. Barely. I would have been able to use Strength, and it would have been better. If I was actually worried, I would have used Strength, but Power Up Punch is more fun. To be quite honest. This fight, I don't know how I want to handle. Because he leads Altaria, so I can't Power Up Punch off the bat. But I'll probably do an X attack if he doesn't Cotton Guard. Alright. Let me save, because I haven't saved yet in the Elite Four. I think we go X attack. Because I don't want to accidentally knock him into heal range. But I guess going up against an Altaria, I'm not going to. Alright. Yes. If you have a slow experience curve, you would. I think... I'm dumb. Forgot to Mega. Yeah, but healing just wastes time. Alright, so I'm at +3. Should be able to kill with this now. And then as long as Salamence doesn't come out next, I'm fine. If Salamence comes out next, I'm bad. Alright, cool. That didn't do as much as I thought it was. Boomburst sucks. You should get better, Drake. Am I at +6 yet? I don't think so. I'll keep Power Up Punching. I'm going to need to restore PP on Power Up Punch for this next fight, where it's going to be very useful. Wow, I wasn't expecting that to just KO. I was expecting it to do almost enough. Like, I was expecting it to live on, like, 2 HP. Dude, fuck Flatter. Flatter's stupid. Swagger at least makes sense. Flatter's dumb. I didn't even know Flatter existed until Opal's gym. Gen 8, to be quite honest. Didn't even know it was a move. Poison should cut special. Maybe? It'd be a really hard thing for them to actually do. You go power up punch this household. Should be able to get another one off, then full restore, and then last one. Full. I think I'm actually not going to power up punch here. Instead use crunch. Yeah. The Skarmory has sturdy, so I had to deal with it in some manner anyways. Aggron also has sturdy, but I believe being 4 times weak, this should be fine. Now I'm at +6. Two types of poison is really dumb. I kind of like... So I like the, like G-Max Wildfire and G-Max Vocalith conditions. I feel like those would be interesting as real move side effects. You know what I mean? They already sort of have it with like moves like Fire Spin, but it's not quite the same. Not done mashing yet. Yeah, it's a new PB for My fix for the self-rock wonkiness was 17 mutually exclusive types of stuff. Dude, I can't wait to get hit by fairy rocks. A Dragon will... One thing I will say is I'm not a huge fan of singles competitive. Like I just don't, I don't know, it doesn't draw to me like VGC doubles and stuff does. I'm so glad things like entry hazards aren't common in VGC. It'd be cool if it wasn't like, instead of burning, it would be cool if it was like -1 attack, you know? So it'd be like you have Intimidate on their side of the field. I think that would be cool. Like, lava obviously makes sense to be burning. It would have to have a different name, but like the concept. Like a sticky web, exactly. Dude, special is basically like forgotten about. There is one more fight. Yep. Can't wait for a Mega Evolved Gigamax Pokemon to use it. Win the fight with Pup? Nah. I'll just spam X attack. I forgot the game lets you do nothing. Like in the old games, if you were to use an item that does nothing, the game is like, that's not going to do anything, and doesn't let you do it. Nowadays, it's bullshit. The game will be, well, it's nice. It's nice for speedrunning because you can do shit like I'm about to do. But it's like, you know, hey, what you're about to do does nothing. Have fun dying this turn because you meant to heal your main Pokemon. Instead, you accidentally tried to heal the third Pokemon in your party. I've had that happen too many times. I've used X items on Pokemon that aren't in the battle. Like, I have 4 Pokemon, 2 of them are out. I accidentally click the third Pokemon with the X item, and it's like, there you go. We used it on it, did nothing. No, it does not actually use the item, which is... Like, we use that in Nessa's gym when we're trying to get low enough health. You can spam the cherry berry. You get given an orange berry and a cherry berry when you enter the wild area. You can just spam the cherry berry. It doesn't go away. It does move it in your inventory. So it's like it takes it away and then realizes it can't use it and then gives it back to you. Kind of funny. Well, it used to be that throwing a Pokeball at a trainer would take the Pokeball too. That doesn't happen anymore. If you throw a Pokeball at a trainer. Actually, I don't even know if you can throw a Pokeball at trainer and swish, but in like this game, the ball doesn't go. And it says it doesn't work, and then you lose it. Dude, the catch 'em all run has the Gen 1 like glitched catch 'em all run has the best moment. You have to like you get put in this weird state whenever you use a certain glitch. Called LG, and in order to get out of that state, we usually save and reset, but sometimes you can get out of that state by doing other things. And one of the things you can do is you can go to a trainer and throw a Pokeball. The battle instantly ends and you're no longer in the state. And so we actually use that to set up a trainer fly at one point in the route. So it's like you do your LG for Growlithe, you go talk to the trainer that's right next to you, and you try to catch his Magnemite, and the battle is like, don't steal other Pokemon, you thief, and then the battle just ends. It's so dumb. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I don't remember the name of the person who gave me the Kangaskhan, but if you are still here, I remember your name started with a J. Your name is the original trainer of the Kangaskhan. Check later. But thank you very much. Yes, Georgian, thank you very much for this Kangaskhan. It was a lot of fun. Even if it was a bit overpowered at the beginning, it ended up not being all that overpowered by the end. It was really cool. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm really glad I got to do that again. I had gotten a Kangaskhan before. Hey, thank you very much, Linja, for another 2 gifted subs. Really appreciate it. But yeah, my very first, I'm running this, I am currently using a 2DS XL, that I got last year sometime. Actually around this time last year, it was like April or March. And the very first run I did on it, yeah, it's the Pokeball version. Pretty sweet. The very first run I did on it, I did a Kangaskhan Wonder Trade race, and I was so excited. It took me forever to get through. Power Up Punch would have maybe been better. I don't know. Brick Break didn't help me too much. It ended up, it constantly didn't do enough damage. It did like 90% a lot of the time when I needed it 100 up. But yeah, so the very first run I did of this, I did it, or on this particular 3DS, I did a Kangaskhan, and I PB'd with like a 336, but my game crashed at one point, and I was super nervous that it was going to crash again because it was the first time I used this 3DS. I've never had the issue since, but I was always really disappointed that I took forever to get through Roxanne. I spent about 10 minutes extra on Roxanne than I needed to, and I lost 10 minutes to a crash. So I've always, since then, I've wanted to do another Kangaskhan. I'm really glad I got to do one. Watch the 3DS crash now? Dude, you're telling me. Nothing's going to be able to kill me faster than this. Let's just go. Oh god, this is going to take forever. Dude, can I use an X minus defend? I would like to lose more health, please. Or somebody asks, yes, this is faster. And the main reason for it being faster is Brendan Mega Evolves. So even if you can one-shot everything, it is almost always faster to die. Oops. Close combat would have been nice. Something that lowers your defenses. But yeah, new PB. We did it. Keep double edge. Honestly, that probably would have been the smartest thing to do. Was keep double edge through everything. Crunch ended up not being all that worthwhile for Tate and Liza. It was clutch for BB. Though I wonder if non-mega with double edge would have been, I don't know. Either way, this was a lot of fun. I might try to do Kangaskhan.
GG.
Thanks for the Prime sub, Relay. 3 months. Appreciate it. I might try to do a route Kangaskhan as a trade alt main. I wouldn't be able to have all those OP moves at the beginning, but I think we could. I think it would be a lot of fun. This was also single segment. I saved in a couple places, but we didn't have to reset it all. We can. My in-game time is a joke because it took me forever to actually get a Pokemon. It actually didn't take me that long. It usually takes longer. Let's just see what it is for them. Predicting 420. 417. Damn! That was close.